in all the rest of our lives, 2020 was unlike any year I think any of us have ever even imagined, let alone experienced. And yet our work went on, right? Our office shut down in early to mid-March, and we've continued our work. How we do it has fundamentally changed, but we've been doing our work. And I want to really hear from you and Mike today. What did you see out there this summer? Same old, same old? Was it different? What was different? What really comes to mind?
It was an interesting year, Kathy. And first off, we were so glad to be out there this year because that's the way we do our work. We have to be out, see the bay, collect the data, make decisions based on what we're seeing. And we also just need to fill our souls with spending time on the bay that we all love, like every member of this organization, every friend of Casco Bay loves. So just wanted to say that first, Kathy, because that's just so important to why we do this work and why we're out there. So Mike and I were able to get out on the bay and do water quality monitoring like we normally do. We weren't able to invite many of our friends out with us. We weren't able to use the boat as an office, but we still did our work. And he'll share with you some of the science. Some of the observations that really stuck out for me were that both the beginning and the end of the summer, the water was so clear. And there was a time when we were out in Broad Cove just a couple weeks ago where I put a Secchi disc down. And for those of you who were not part of our citizen stewards in the past or haven't done water quality monitoring, a Secchi disc is it's like a round circle, and it's got two black triangles and two white triangles, and it's on a long rope. You put it over the side of the boat, and it measures, it's marked off by meters, the rope. And we see how far down it goes in relation to the bottom of the water. And then that gives us some measurement of water clarity. And the last time we were out in Broad Cove, that I was able to put the Secchi disc down 5 meters. I mean, that's really far for the water to be that clear. And one of the, I don't know what that means in terms of water quality. We think it means that there was less phytoplankton. This is like a phenomena we saw this year. But one of the magical things it did was that visually we saw some things we didn't see before. And there was a site in particular, the Oars and Bailey Island Yacht Club, where we've been monitoring water quality for a couple decades or more, where every time we went there and it was mid to high tide, it was like watching a ballet. The water was so clear that as we were walking out onto the dock, I looked over the side and there was this most gorgeous rockweed just swaying in time with the motion of the water. So there were definitely some magical moments out there, but there was a lot that was different. Super high water temperatures, very, very clear, weird storm patterns, so that we had periods of intense drought with the highest salinity levels I've ever seen, which showed less freshwater influence.